Alrighty, we are live. And you know what? I'm just gonna bump up my audio back a little bit, back up here. Hey, what's going on, Zero? Here early, man. What's going on, dog? It's good to see you, man. How are we doing this fine evening? How are we doing this swell, wonderful, fine evening? I'll turn this down a little bit. Another day, another dollar of debt. That is this game. But we're just going to rock through it, man. We're just going to work our way through it. The game's coming along very nicely. I'm very happy with it. The game's coming along pretty dang swell. So, bye-bye. Doing good? It's good to see you, man. It's good to hear, dude. I'm glad you're doing well, man. Stream out. Alright. Hi, Cabin Guy. That's goofy. That's goofy, man. I am Cabin Guy. I mean, Saskatchewan is the goal, right? I don't know. Right now, music guy, honestly. I've been in that. Dude, you don't even know, Zero. Yesterday when I came back from church, we cooked. I cooked crazy. I did vocals for the first time that I actually don't hate. It's like I don't even have to do the auto-tune. It just sounds in tune by itself. And it's got harmonies and stuff. It's crazy. Lay down some sick lines yesterday. Laid down some sick lines on the song. Ate a pizza with some, and then also had like some special cheese with crackers and honey. Went to bed. Slept like 15 hours, 16 hours. Woke up today, did some work, and then we're good, man. Was I miss of cozy vocals? Yeah, we did. I did. So yesterday, I picked up work on the song we started on Saturday. And I'm just telling you, man, it went great. Honestly, like, the music for this, like, as soon as I add the lyrics, I was like, all right, we know what the plot for the next game is gonna be. I know what the next plot for the game is gonna be. It's so good, dude. I've been listening to it all day and then doing a bunch of edits and stuff like that. That's just kind of how it is, man. You get into a song and you just get a little obsessed with the work on it. But we're not Music Man today. Despite what you said, Zero. Music Man is not here today. Today it's Code Man. Today it's Program Man. Today is Mr. All Code Day. But yeah, I'm like super duper happy. I'm like, dude, the harmonies. It's like, it's weird, man. I'm so used to hating my vocals. I mean, it's still rough at some places, but it's like, it's pretty good. What's going on, Draco? It's good to see you, man. Always glad to have you in stream. Metro Man and Metro City. Do you mean Metrocity? Yeah, we're gonna change this to ever since I discovered unitask and async, I'm like, dude, I don't want to do enumerators. They suck. Why would I want to do an enumerator when I could just doing a unitask? Doesn't sound better? A unitask sound better, dude. Yeah. How can I not? Megamind is a classic, dude. It's my not my favorite movie. Matilda's my favorite movie. That's my all-time favorite movie. But Megamind's pretty up there, man. I like it. Invulnerability. What's going on, Goater L? What are you working on? Working on some power-ups for a game right now, and among other features that I've been neglecting to make this a proper product. New. Am I gonna have a hard-coded duration? Also, what's going on, Mark Heath? Sup, Cozy? What's going on, man? Good to see you again. Yeah, I'll show you some of the stuff in the game right now. Yield return new. Wait for seconds. Ability. And then I need to think about how we're going to do this in the player. I might just have a bunch of booleans. But I think for right now, it's like spend damage. Oh, we also have like a private variable for this as well. But they might have like different timings, so maybe I'll just suspend damage. Or we can just like union these. Or I guess it doesn't matter, we just want to do or. So suspend damage. So if one of these is positive, if we're either invincible or we're suspending damage, we're going to return early. That's good enough for me. And then our little enumerator. You also want to change the alpha too. To like 0.5 or something, just indicating that you're like in this position of not receiving damage. I might do something more than that, but I think for now this is fine. Maybe I'll like change the hue or something. I mean, that should totally be possible. I mean, we have what? We should probably have like a color attribute. And that might be just, I don't know what shader we're using, but I'm pretty sure this is something like this. One second, I check chat right now. Just let me. Just gonna do something real quick. Suck. It's okay. I've had this realization, dude. I don't think I'm an engineer, man. It's a weird thing, but I feel like even though my job title might be engineer and I can do some engineering things, I don't think as a person I'm fundamentally an engineer. It's a weird realization I've come to. Alright, let me catch up in chat real quick, guys. This is my new ASMR. Let's go, man. One-man project. At least a 7.5. Yeah, it's just mostly one-man project. Like, I'm doing the music, art, coding. I have a friend I commissioned to do some 3D assets for me, and another I commissioned to do some concept art. But all the final assets are usually me. All right, let's look at the game right now. If you ever mess up, no, it's all good. What's happening? Just adding some new features to the game. adding a new ability to the character to be invulnerable for a certain amount of time, and then I don't know. There's always programming tasks to do, right? What's going on, Harris? Creating all the assets is what shut me down on mine. Yeah, it's a whole thing, man. But for me, the way it's been structured is that 99. I've like front loaded most of the programming work ahead of time. And now that I'm getting out of this pre-production phase and now having most of the features coded for the game, I can start switching to a more asset-oriented context. There we go. So instead of having to switch between making assets and then programming, switching assets, making and programming, I mostly just focus on one thing. I don't know why it's lagging right now. But this is how the game looks normally. Let's see if I can go a little bit further. And then eventually we should get to a certain threshold, because Ow. Come on, do the transition. I know you're broken. Yeah, you're broken right now for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, I can quit. And then you can go to the garage and do all the stuff you want to do. So if you want to change your engine, you can do that. If you want to change your ability chips, which is what we're doing right now, adding some new ones, you can go there and do it. Did I select it? I didn't. And you can go back into the game, dude. And now I'm faster. You can see more of the curvature of the world, dude. So yeah, this is the game currently. I need to extend the culling distance. Yeah, I've been slacking. You can see the culling distance there, so I need to adjust that in the game border. There we go, now it's working. Anyways, yeah, the game's coming along, man. It's coming along. I'm like, because I really want to work on the next game already. So in the breaks between working on this, I'm like, oh, I really want to just switch off already. But then I show it for the stream. I show it for you guys, and it's like, oh my goodness, I forgot how cool this was. Anyways, but yeah, that's where we're at with the game. What's broken in the game so far? A bunch. I mean, not big bad stuff, like not fundamentally structurally broken things, but rather like some issues like you saw with like the transition. I think if I start from this stage, from the level, that's where things go wrong. But if I start from the main menu, things should be fine. I need to figure out what's the cause of that, just for ease of testing. But it might have to do with something. So there's that. There's some things I still want to try experimenting with. If I can find, where is it? So yeah, we have a nice little. So yeah, I need to do some camera smoothing. I also want to experiment with a rotating camera. So that's another thing I want to do. We have to do the game over behavior. It's like largely there, it's just a matter of hooking up stuff to the player. I also want to add start behavior, where like the player's locked and they have to wait for like the countdown to happen before they can go. That countdown is a part of the song, so I need to edit the song and cut that out. But we'll get there. Oh, hey, Cabin Guy. What's going on, Melon? It's Cabin Guy. Ask Cabin Guy when? Maybe. I don't know. It seems so long, though, compared to Ask Cozy. But maybe I'll just do it for the fun, dude. Is it published? It's not Goater. I'm trying to, man. I'm really trying really hard right now, dude. Looks nice, thank you, man. Will it be on Steam? Yeah, I'll throw it on Steam. It's more of a mobile kind of game, but why not, dude? Kiwi, did you say a Googler? I'm sorry, I don't Google. I Kagi things, alright? Let's get this straight. When I type in something here, like, you know, I don't know, how to make a thread in C, you don't see Google pop in here. You see Kagi. And then I can go in here in the Stack Overflow. But yeah, don't you disrespect me again. Don't you dare call me a Googler. Alright. This is the elite, the pinkies up search engine. Oh man. Of course my dark theme is like messing with it too. Can I get it to look normal? Can I suspend on yeah, here we go. Now you look normal. There you go. Anyways, so yeah, we're making chips. And I set this. Now that I wonder though, do we have? Where is Unity? Why is the code away from this? What are you? Oh, that's the Git stuff. Okay, let's look at what sprites the player has right now, because I don't remember honestly, or what material or shader we were using, and that's going to dictate how we set things on here. You're using this one, and you don't have a thing for color either, so we're gonna have to do that real quick. I don't know. It's a good default one. And then what do we have here? Where's the uniforms? Okay. I guess this is where the uniforms are. What are we doing here? We're doing a bunch of stuff. Here's a fragment shader. Color's gonna be this times color. Cool. So now this code should actually be just correct then, because color, that's the correct name for the shader uniform. Perfect. Let's try this out. Cabin Q&A is a cute, good idea. Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Well, I gotta go buy Cozy. Yeah, I'm going Goat Earl. Unironic Kagi. Oh man. What's going on, Tamerka? How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I've been doing the Music Man thing. But today, I'm clocking into my 9 to 5 of coding. We're in coding hours right now. Strictly coding hours. But yeah, today we're just doing some miscellaneous programming tasks that I've been kind of procrastinating on. Maybe not procrastinating, I've just been working on other stuff. But now that the more pressing things are kind of done, I have bandwidth to actually do good stuff today. Some good things. Like, let me actually go to the game board real quick and expand the culling distance. It's in some it's a dumb constant. Yeah, here we go. Public const float, right cell margin. So right now it's 48, and that's like mostly good. I think we're gonna do maybe 52 more meter, or like that's like 4 more meters, right? Let's do 54. That should be enough to cover the culling distance. I'm hoping. Let's see. How are you doing though, Tamerka? Hopefully well. I'm inspired by you. Thank you, Weird Wave. I appreciate it, man. Do you have your codes on Git? I have some code on Git, but yeah, the most I publish is on Newgrounds. I have like a prototype on there and a bunch of other games I've done in the past, but nothing really modern. Come on, brother. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the audio real quick. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna equip the ultra fast one. Okay. I need to see the curvature of the Earth. Oh, we need to expand the horizontal one as well. Yeah, because you can see things popping in and out from the top and bottom. So that's not good. Okay. I think the horizontal one is mostly fine. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think we're pretty good. I'm not seeing things pop up there. Let me use... Oh, we're actually using a pretty good resolution. So I think my changes here are fine. I think now we just need to expand the up and down margins, which view index width, view index height, left, that's the height. This is cull half height, the height of the view in row space. That makes more sense. Okay, so we can do like... Is this in row? I don't think it's in row space, honestly. That seems incorrect. I think we're seeing more than 4 elements horizontal or vertically. But whatever, let's do, I don't know, 6. Okay, come on. Come on, you can recompile. I believe in you. Completing domain expansion. Beautiful. You're so good. Thank you, and Anamoy Acoustic. I appreciate it. What went wrong? Something has gone wrong here. That's kind of funny how, like, in middle school I'd be made fun of for, like, doing coding and programming. But here in 2026, someone said this is cool. Let's freaking go, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. What keyb pointer setup are you running? Is Hypnotic. Keyb pointer, like keyboard and mouse, I'm assuming is what you're talking about. You're pretty well. Let's go, Tamerka. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna use the blasted engine, equip it, and then go. Okay. Oh, I didn't equip it, did I? I bought it, but I didn't equip it. I should make that like the default. Like, I don't think people are gonna go in here and buy something they don't want to equip. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not seeing stuff pop in. I saw things pop in from the front, though. I'm still seeing things pop up in the front. No. The vertical, though, is looking fine, so I'm actually happy about that. Okay, let's save this. I'm gonna go to the garage, so you can start there instead. And cool. We're gonna start from here. I'm also gonna set the player to I'm just gonna return for right now. I think that should be fine. And then going back to the game board manager. Oh, I was already at the right place I was supposed to be at. Yeah, here you are. This is stupid. I should like move everything around and organize these constants in a different way, but at least while I still have the knowledge of how these things work. Here, we're gonna do 60. That should be enough, I hope. Oh, my back or my shoulders. Any way we can play those games, you can go to newgrounds.com and I think let's see, securely logging in. Wait, what's happening? Where's my Vim bindings? Oh, it's turned off in this site because it causes problems. Yeah, I think Trixelbit on Newgrounds should have my... There's this game on here. We played it, I think, last stream. A little bit of it. Just to kind of be reminded of how cool this game once was. Oh, it's loud. Oh, great. Audio doesn't work. Oh, ambient sounds don't work. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this prototype of a game is on there. It's pretty rough, but I'm planning to revisit it at some point, probably. Yeah, shaders are broken on it. WebGL breaks shaders. It's very sad. Shoulders hurt. They do, Melon. My shoulders do, in fact, hurt. Didn't rush doing buttons first. Scaffolding, then structuring, then visual content. Buttons are so cute when they are just white boxes with... Yeah, I mean, that's how you start. That's like the Unity lifestyle, right? I've seen so much cool technical things be presented with the default Unity white buttons. But it's like you said, scaffolding and structure first, right? We implement all the crazy stuff up front, and then now I'm given the luxury of actually starting to create content, visual content, and putting in the game at some point. What was I doing? Right. We changed this, and now I'm going to test it. It's funny, though, because even the buttons, like, even though they're just plain white things, there's still some sauce on them. Like if I do the pause menu, you'll see like these are animated. Let me equip the correct thing. We're gonna change the cameras today. We're gonna be doing this. Okay. Okay. So now I can charge forward. Are we gonna see any... Oh, the culling is still happening. You see that right there? That's the culling. It's still too short. We need to expand it. Yeah, we need to expand this bad boy. I'm thinking... How many meters does that look like? Yeah, it's like... I don't know. Let's do 10 more meters. So 70 meters on the right margin. And let's recompile. Come on. And a galaxy far, far away moment there. Yeah, Draco. We're blasting off. Blasting off again. Okay. Am I seeing anything? Just things are still appearing. It's a smaller margin, it looks like. But it's still bad. like almost, but I might have to make this not a constant and actually be variable depending on the screen and size. Because there's some place angles where it just, during that transition, where it just pans out like crazy. I'm gonna do like 10 more and see where that goes. A lot of beta tester volunteers here. Yeah, dude. I can't wait to actually make the thing in the Discord. Like, I'm itching to make the announcement that, like, hey guys, here's a build of the game. Give it a try. I was supposed to test way earlier on, but what can I say? I got hooked on a feeling. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? It feels like there's no change whatsoever. So either I'm crazy or this constant's not working. Or maybe the game board stuff is not working. That's the one part of the code base I really should have written unit tests for, but whatever. We've already committed to it. So far, kind of good. I'm seeing things pop off in from the corners here, but not from the middle. This seems relatively seamless. So it's just the edges where things are just a little bit wrong. A little bit wrong. Yeah. Okay, I guess another I want to see the performance implication of expanding this volume. Let's add another 90 and see if that makes our problems go away. Thank you, system. Yeah, we've come a long way. Yeah, this felt super weird and janky, but we've solved some big bugs. And it was cool because a lot of the bugs wasn't even that I had logically done this wrong. It was just one simple, like, line of few, like, you can go back to the VOD somewhere. The truth lies somewhere in the VODs, but from my memory, I remember it being like some dumb line of code that I assumed was doing something and it wasn't. Oh. Whoopsie. Forgato potato. Here we go. Okay, let's see if you guys see anything popping in. I mean, you see the chunks popping in. That's not great, but whatever. That's fine. We'll live with it. I'm not sure if I want to live with it, honestly. I'm not seeing any obvious props coming in outside of the transitions, but this feels pretty seamless right now, this culling system we have. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe we might make this variable. Because, like, we don't have to... We can call more objects than just this. Bam. Oh, I forgot I have collision off. That seems okay for right now. And maybe we'll do some expansions later. Okay, so we have that working. Let's go to the player. It's 10 o'clock right now. Okay, so we're gonna leave this as is. Of course, every time I do Control W, or Command W, it does that. Okay, where's the mega big switch statement? Here we go. It's not mega big, it's very mega small. Default dash, time stop. We're gonna do like, I don't know. I want to do something simple like, I don't know what to call this. Like, it's not suspend, it's not like, I guess it's like turning you to a hologram, so like you're not touched by anything. Invulnerable. I learned that word in middle school from playing the Lord of the Rings game. And they had a cheat code you can enter that made you invulnerable. And I was like, oh, that's a cool word to know. Yeah, we can use this internally. I need to figure out a proper word for this, like hologram or something. Ability in progress. Wait, there's a function. What do they call it? Yeah, it's called invulnerability. Wow. Okay, so 30 minutes ago me is on the same wavelength as current me. That's reassuring. There needs to be a time, though. What time am I going to offer it? Yeah, you know what? No, we're not going to do this. You're going to be invulnerable for like, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe. We can deal with like upgrading chips and stuff later. That'd be a good idea, actually, having an upgrade chip thing. But for right now, we'll just keep things static. Okay, 30 seconds is a lot, actually. Let's do like 5 seconds. That's a good base level. Now, if we do this, treat this like a hologram, we can make we can add a cool effect to the shader where it does this interlacing effect on the sprite. So not only is it semi-transparent, but like every other line or every other pixel is off or turned off or discarded. Or we can do like a CRT thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do something cool. Some scanline type effect. And then we should probably create the chip, shouldn't we? We're doing everything in here, which is kind of terrible, but at the same time, let's call this a phase shift. I mean, it's not like you're phase shifting until you're like, until you like just pass through everything. Invulnerable. You escape harm for 5 seconds. And then it's gonna be a price of in the shop of like, I don't know, 500. I'm gonna make it even more. We're gonna have inflation in this economy. And the cooldown period is going to be like 10 seconds or something, like, or 15 seconds. Actually, no. If we're going to give you this chip, I want you to like kind of abuse it. What's the point of a chip if you're not going to use it? And then where's the registry? Or are you here too? Oh, cool. So I can just add the chips here. Phase shift. Nice. So we should be able to equip the player with this ability now. Am invincible. Am unstoppable. I'm scared. We have an unstoppable melon. Also, oh, thank you, Terrell. And Syndicate. In-game asset development level transition. Did you change the thing? Oh my goodness, you're so on it, dude. That's crazy, man. All right, we have chips. I'm not seeing the thing. Oh, did I not change the name of it? What? Oh, I did not. Also, we should probably generate a new GUID for this as well. And in fact, I'm going to use some better naming conventions to differentiate this stuff. I think we're just going to have a big, massive, like, resources with everything in here. That's like the most convenient thing for me, but I need to be able to differentiate what these chips are, or abilities are, at a glance. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to leave the defaults alone. Engine, Raptor, yup, that's how we do it. Okay, cool. Oh, here's the other one. Did I name this one Chippo? There. Okay, there we go. And then do we have that in here? Default parts. Oh, okay, that's a default ability. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Brakes. These are the chips. Dash, time stop, phase shift. Perfect. Alright, let's test this out and see how it looks in game, and then we can figure stuff out. Oh, wrong place. Okay, let's test this out. We're gonna go to chips. You're equipped. Perfect. So now if I click on this, beautiful. Okay, those 5 seconds is, that's, I felt more than 5 seconds, dude. Why can't I enable? 1 second. Is there something I'm missing? Some callback or something? Return to normal, please. Oh, I guess there's just a return to normal, please button. Okay. Kind of important. What do you even do? Speed boost is back to 1. Is player in the control is true. We dispose this set to no. That is actually kind of important. That's probably what's happening. And then invincibility is false. Oh my goodness, I'm so smart. I did this. I had that discussion with myself earlier at the top of the stream. And look at this. Consider using a second Boolean. My guy. I don't know, man. Great minds think alike, and apparently I think like me, so... What can I say, man? What can I say? Is there anywhere else where I use invincibility, though? That's the question. Default dash. You reserve control. Speed is twice. We set this, yeah. Time stop. We stop time. We don't change invincibility whatsoever, so that's good. Okay, cool. Cool. And then, you know what? I kind of want to do that shader that we talked about. Why do people put an exclamation mark in front of their sentence? I know it's a thing in programming. I don't know why people do that in life, though. I don't think I've really seen that. Except in Spanish, maybe. Genius. Genius, thank you, Michael. What is this a game I'm working on, Ashan? Oh yeah, that's the commands. Yeah. That's the other part of it. I thought it was a programming thing. I was like, oh, that's just a not conditional. Like if you have, I don't know, a Boolean condition like if, I don't know, bool, I don't know, is the earth flat? And you set it to false, then you do, you can do this. You can say, no, I want the opposite. So if the earth is saying, is the earth flat? You're saying if the earth is not flat, then whatever, we're going to the moon or whatever. That knuckle crack was crazy. You know what's crazier is that I can crack my knuckles as much as I want to on command with one hand. I can just, I mean, warning for anyone, but for 5 seconds I'm just gonna do, not 5 seconds, but for a second, look at this. And I can just do that. I don't know why I can. I'm not sure if it's good either, because it's different than the knuckle cracks you usually do. Okay, that's just like gas from a liquid in your joints. This is not that. I can do that as much as I want to. So I'm not sure what is it. I'm not sure what exactly is cracking to produce that sound. It's very different from that. So maybe I don't want to do that, and maybe I don't want to get ultra arthritis in those joints. So we're not going to do that. But hey, if someone has me at gunpoint and they're like, dude, I'm gonna shoot you unless you crack your knuckles for like 10 seconds straight, I'm living. We're living, dude. I'm gonna make it out, dude. Right, so we have this. So we have to add like a new Boolean expression to this, because we have alpha, and we're gonna have a new effect though, which is gonna be that phase shift. Let's call it phase shift. I'm gonna make a function. And it's gonna take in float for I don't know, color, and it's gonna take a v2fi, and it's gonna return something. I'm not sure what it's gonna return, but it's gonna return something. I can tell you that much. I need to make this match the well, we do have the pixel width and height, which is good. We're gonna have to use these different coefficients so we calculate up front. Like this is partitioning the entire grid by the pixel width and height of the image, and then we have to divide it again by the cell and Y count. Wait, how am I animating this? Like, are we actually taking in color? Where's the uniforms? I don't know where the uniforms are actually. Oh, they're here. No, they're not. That's inside of a function. Here they are. So we have X. Yeah, we are manually doing this here. So we're not animating in Unity side, we're animating within the shader itself, which means that I have to take into account the sprite sheet. Okay. That is good to know. Where do we do the... Xcomp... Alpha test, pixel to UV coefficient. Yeah, but that's not going to take into account the It's not taking into account the cells. I'm pretty sure we're animating here, dude. I'm just trying to find where we do that. Oh, whoops. Guitar. Accidentally hit guitar. Do we not? Are we actually just using, maybe we are. Maybe we're not even animating here. Maybe we're actually just using the, do we have the SV? Okay, I keep losing the uniforms. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make a humongous, obnoxious sign that just says uniforms here. Okay, that's terribly spaced. Like, there's someone with OCD out there who's not gonna be very happy with me. So we're just gonna fix it a little bit. I don't think that's the correct character. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost 7. There we go. That's the perfect one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. There we go. Perfect. Now, when I'm like going up here or whatever, I can just quickly be like, oh, uniforms. And then we can set stuff here. Yeah, we have the ST. Okay, so we're not even doing that. We can just use pixel. Okay, we can do that actually. So we can like, hi Mr. Wolf. We can use, what is this value called? Pixel width. Is this calculated all within here? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do redundant computations, but it's whatever. It's not a big deal. You also have to introduce another float, which is going to be, I don't know, phase shift. So you have this that you can calculate, and it's going to do something fancy. And I think we're just end up doing some kind of lerp. Yeah, honestly, it's going to be kind of a lerp between this input float for 0 and then like taking this is the coefficient, so we can like multiply this by any number of pixels we want to move by. I want to do kind of the opposite actually. I want to understand what pixel we currently are based off the current UV. So the UV is normalized. We actually want to do something different. We actually want to do like UV to pixel, which is just pixel width and pixel height. I can honestly do like times UV. And this should be fine. And then like we can, because this is gonna be really what we want to do is map this into int2. So we're gonna round this, and then like we can do something very simple, like a simple Boolean condition of like, hey, is UV to pixel dot y, I don't know, mod 2 equals 0. So we can like get rid of, discard like every odd pixel, odd numbered pixel coordinate. And that should produce that kind of CRT effect we're looking for. If I wanted to, I can have it be like some other color beyond this. Like it could be, I don't know. We can do more with it, but let's just see how this looks first and then go from there. And then within the fragment shader, in fact, we can do color equals this, and then we can do color equals lerp. Actually, no, it's going to be phase shift. And that's the other thing we have to do, is that we're going to multiply this Boolean expression by the, yeah, we have to do that as well. Or we could just do an AND condition to it. So phase shift has to be true and, you know, it seems a little long. Is even pixel. It's basically going to be this expression here. So we're going to take it, put it there, and we replace this expression with is even pixel. And this is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to new line everything here. And that should be good. And then we ultimately return color. I imagine as we do more effects, we're going to be stacking up more shader functions into this, but for right now this is actually fine. And then finally, we need to add this special keyword as well for the player. So and I'm pretty sure that that's what we called it here. See how helpful this was? Phase shift. Yeah, we're good there. Nice. And then I'm going to add another function here. So I'm pretty sure this is backed by a float ultimately. I'm going to check chat right now, guys. Sorry if I got a little locked in there, but I'm almost ready to get locked out. As soon as I hook this up and get it ready for testing. So we're going to set it to 1, and then we're going to set phase shift to 0. And as for the shader here, I think there's nothing else that I really need to do. It does not have to be a property. Phase shift is indeed a float, so I'm pretty sure all this should be good. So let's recompile and wait and see what's going on here. Hey, what's going on, Markeith? Can I send you games to play? I need to finish games first, man. I have a great track record of starting games. Finishing games, not so much. But we're trying to get out of there, man. You eated it. Yeah, I ate it, dude, Nicholas. Cells interlinked. Can you make something similar to GTA Chinatown? Probably not. Maybe technically I can, but the desire to sustain that effort probably is not there for me. Yeah, thank you, Syndicate. How long did it take you to get this fluent in your work? Probably like, I don't know, Like, you can say like my entire life, but I think like 5 years is where I went from like a very intermediate understanding of just programming in general, a very beginner, not even intermediate, just beginner level of programming, and then working for like 4 or 5 years is where I started actually having a lot of knowledge about how to architect and do shader stuff and all that stuff. So I think picking up Vim is what made me fluent in like moving around and navigating and doing stuff I want to do quicklier. But yeah, I think the knowledge is like the most important thing. The Vim motion stuff is fun, but knowledge is the most is usually the bottleneck for most people. Okay, is that looking the way we want it to? If I look at the character, hey, it's there, it's happening, it's wrong. Like, we can all agree this is wrong, right? Like these pixels are not the correct pixels that are meant to be culled. But hey, it's kind of there. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the alpha thing because I want this to be more visible. Or you know what, maybe what I would do is instead of doing that, instead of making this 0, we can do like cull times 0.25 maybe. And then maybe on the CPU side, instead of doing set alpha to 5, maybe we'll do like 95. So it's still like a little transparent, but it's not drastically transparent. We're gonna let the shader do the heavy lifting there. Also, why is the offset incorrect? We're using Y, and we're doing pixel width times pixel height. Yeah, that's like for the whole canvas. Do I have to multiply it by cell count as well, or divide it by cell count? That might be what I need to do. Pixel height divided by Y cell count. I don't know, we'll see. This is like the only relevant value, honestly. Like, we don't have to do this whole thing, but let's just see. Let's just see what we get. Thank you, Abraham. But I will say, like, I know this seems super crazy or complex, but you'd be surprised how simple a lot of this stuff is. Like, I know middle school me would be seeing the things I'm doing here and think, oh, this is impossible, I can never do that, right? And yet, a lot of the stuff I'm doing here is stuff that even me, middle school young me, like there's a lot of things that that young guy doesn't know, but surprisingly there's still quite a lot of the same logic and thinking that he was capable of, that is still being employed here. And honestly, like, I think most people don't realize how you can actually attain this. I don't think it's that insane. Like, the things that are really how should I say this? And I think I mentioned earlier in stream that, like, I don't think I'm an engineer. Like, I've come to this kind of realization that I don't think I'm an engineer. And I think I say that because, like, even though I work as an engineer and I do that, I think there's certain people who are actually engineers where they're like, there's like a lot of complexity that they can tackle, and they can understand very nuanced and complex things at a very intuitive level, and have this propensity for this volume of information. I don't quite have that, or at least to achieve that, it takes like a lot of conscious effort. And even then, like, there's possibilities I would neglect to see. And that level of stuff is of like, that level is kind of like, all right, that's like the unattainable. That's like, all right, I'm just not built like that. there's levels to this. But a lot of stuff that we're doing here, or that most games or applications require, aren't that crazy actually. At least by comparison. What's going on here? This is still behaving weird. Also, this is not receiving the shader effect that we're trying to do. That's even odd. Yeah, there's some oddities going on here. It's like this is like too wide. Because we're fitting in like 2 pixels worth of UV information here. It's like it has to be halved or something. Very strange. Well, the good thing about shaders is that we can modify them on runtime, so that's pretty rad. So what are we gonna do? And then we're doing like divided by Y cell count, I believe. Which is also, I think, just 1 as well. So I don't even know what's going on here. That's like very weird. But hey, we simplify this expression. It becomes easier to digest. And then y mod 2. And check to see if it's 0. And then we do these expressions together. Do that lerp. Okay. Recompile it. And then zoom back out. Wait for this to come back in. And oh, didn't trigger the shader effect I was looking for. Come on. Come on. I should have made this like super instantaneous just for my convenience. Let's try this again. Oh, what's going on here? Show up in my feed almost every night, but this is the first time I've ever seen any of the game itself. Well, glad to have you here, East to West, and I'm glad you get to see the game. Yeah, this past week I've been very bad with just streaming music, which is not... Let's say this, the algorithm does not like that. But I don't care. We stream what we want to do. But, yeah, it's nice to be working on the game. Everything seems daunting until you're doing them and you look back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I don't know, in my mind it feels, that delineation of like... I don't know, maybe it's an arbitrary delineation I'm making and I'm actually an engineer, but... Oh, wait, 1 second. Did I equip the thing? I didn't equip the thing. Chips. No, this is equipped. Interesting. Why is this not... When I trigger it... Is it actually happening and I just can't see it? No. This is weird. So we have y.uv. I mean, this should be commutative, but whatever. Divided by y cell count. We get this float value. Oh, we want an integer value, which is why we have to do rounding. That's the other part of this, isn't it? And that's why it's not going to work over there, because we're not getting 0 exactly, because this is not an integer. But now it should be an integer. And now this should actually be an explicit case that can happen. Cool. It's kind of weird seeing the games like this zoomed in. Also, I kind of want to make these like not smooth, but instead like increment, kind of like clocks. Okay. How does that look? Let's go to the player. Well, that's not going to produce what I wanted. We have to go to character, I think. Yeah, we're still having this weird thing. It's like I have to divide it by 2 or something. This UV coordinate. I don't know why, though. That's the thing that's odd. Like, if I change this to 2... and then we okay, we trigger that. Now we go back to the player. No, that's not doing it either. Now it's like even though. The scan lines. Now the scan lines are like 2 pixels thick. Are these is this image upscaled? They shouldn't be. They're not. They're 1:1. This is interesting. Okay, we're gonna do this. Because I don't want to keep pressing play and stopping, so we're going to do 1. Or in fact, let's do divided by 2. Wait. Why is this happening outside? Oh, because I was trying to do... Okay, yeah. And we're just going to set phase shift to be... true. Alright, what am I doing? I just do this. And that's like simpler. Okay. Interesting. Now it's all just... What's happening? What shader uniform is not being reset? Or is being reset? What'd you say? Ese tipo de live debería ser prohibida por la ley belga. So, this país. I understand the first part where you're saying like this live should be prohibited by, and what law Felka? Ese país. Is the idea to get the darker stripes? Yeah, I want to have like that CRT kind of interlacing thing. I think there's like something being messed up with the uniforms though. So I go to it. Now it's actually displaying it correctly. Not correctly, but it's showing the effect. But yeah, it's like every other pixel. It's like 2 pixels. It's like getting rid of 2 pixels at a time. It's very weird. But then if I do this, it's just all transparent, which is also very strange to me. So I'm not sure what uniform is being reset to cause that. if it's color, actually, you know what? We have this, no, but then it's like 1, 1, 1. Alpha defaults to 1 as well. If I make phase shift, I think phase shift as a property would fix this, honestly. Because then I think this would be preserved across recompilation. Oh, whoops. Stop the game. Yo, I got to stay up longer. Welcome back, Goater. Glad to have you here, man. Or Goat Earl. I'm sorry. You almost lost some respect in your name. You have a title. Earl. Wow, it's storming outside. You can call me Goater. Alright. Goater. Also good to see you in the horizontal chat too, man. Oh, you can see the effect there too. Dude, jeez. Oh, because I have it set to always on, don't I? Yeah, I can return this back because I think the float property should kind of preserve stuff. Dude, my microphone makes everything sound so much louder. I can hear everything that's going on outside. Okay, so we activate you. Go into here. Character. Go to scene. Here you are. Now, can I finally make changes in here, not have to like have the game set the uniforms into the correct state? Oh, maybe because pixel height. Oh, maybe that's what's happening, is that pixel height, these aren't properties. These are not properties. And because they're not properties in Unity, when we recompile the script, they get reset, I'm thinking. Which is why it goes to 0 if I were to make some change to it. Oh, that's lame. I mean, let's see. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Which is just kind of unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's do times 0.5. That's what we were doing before dividing by 2, but I'm just gonna try a different flavor of it. Yeah, and you see it goes back to that. If I go a few frames though, does it advance enough to where it gets reset? No. Actually, yeah, going up will change it though, at least. And then we're having this same circumstance. Okay, so what are we learning here? So the issue might be in this. But this is basically just discarding every other pixel. That's the way it's supposed to be. That is the way it's supposed to be. I do not believe it's doing. Rounding this. So, as far as the logic's concerned, this is all considered one row, and this is considered one row. These two together. I'm gonna get rid of this term because I'm not sure why this term exists. especially since there's only one row to begin with, so in this animation. And we're still getting this 2 pixel result. Also, this feels a little too extreme. I think I might do like, I don't know, 5 instead. Oh, did the effect wear off? I might just leave it, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. It bothers me, though, that this is not correct. It is not. Why is it, like... Why is there this 2 component to this? Maybe rounding is incorrect. Like, maybe you want to have everything be with the same bias. Nope. Oh, okay, that's the case. Okay, so we just had to floor it, not... Okay, there we go. Now we have the correct stuff. So it was just because I was rounding instead of flooring. And that's where we got this effect, this issue from. Okay, cool. That's fine. You know what? Honestly, this phase color, I want it to be different from normal transparency. So I think we're gonna add a little extra thing here where phase color is going to be affected by so this is going to produce the interlaced color. So this is producing the interlaced color we're looking for, and then we're going to do a final lerp of original color, phase shift, and interlaced color times, and then we can kind of figure it out here. But I think we just might just do like be mostly blue, maybe like half green or something. I'm pretty sure Rider has a thing for previewing colors, but I don't think it detects it for float 4s because that can be anything. It could be position, it could be whatever you want it to be. So I think we'll just eyeball it. How do you get this brighter color? You know, actually, we're going to do this. I'm looking for this kind of bright, this kind of blue. What are the RGB components that produce this? It's quite a lot of green, honestly. It's like 80% green. Okay, I can do that. And that should be good enough for us. Let me catch up real quick. This is Godot, no, it's in Unity. Let's storming there too, Syndicate. It's almost midnight, oh my goodness. On the couch, fed, happy, multitasking, streaming FB, perfect storm weather. That's great. Yeah, I like stormy days and being inside as long as there's no tornadoes. Tornadoes are that's not fun. Even if it doesn't, like, it never hits, but you're still like checking the Doppler radar. Do you guys actually know how to read Doppler radars and detect if there's a tornado coming? You'd be surprised how simple it is, honestly. Like, Doppler radar ain't that crazy, honestly. But there's a bunch of options. It's just like, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, it's crazy. It's so exciting, compiling. Yep, Timothy. Oh, let's go to RXT Patel and ask someone to know your location. I almost worked for NASA. I almost interned at NASA as a kid. Hey, I like that blue shift. That phase shift. I should have something indicator that tells you how long the ability is going to last for, so you can plan around it. Nice. Oh, that transition always looks so freaking cool, man. Oh, bug. If you do this while the transition happens, ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's a bug we found. What is it called? Go blindly. So we reserve control. Is invincible's true, we override that. Speed boost. That's the only thing we do, though. So I don't know how they would conflict with each other. We don't even set the current active chip. Oh, maybe when we return. When we do return to normal, please. Yeah, it interrupts. Yeah. It interrupts. Okay. We should have a Boolean. Cancel chips. In progress. And it's going to default to true. And if it's true, it's going to do this. Though maybe I make this an explicit thing, but I don't know. In the... What is this? Post-process script? Why does this happen in the post-process script? That's... Okay, whatever. We exit the speed force, and this is going to be false. We don't wish to cancel chips in progress. I don't know, or maybe we do, I don't know. Or maybe... Jeez, dude, it's storming like crazy. Yeah, that's thunder outside. That's some crazy thunder, man. I have to get up early to drive someone for a flight. What's this all about? I'll show you right now, dude. Making a game. What's the best app to make models? Roblox Studios or Blender? A Blender. 100% dog. I didn't even know that's how they sense tornadoes. I just thought Doppler effect was when sounded compressed when going. Well, that's part of it, right? So that's Doppler just indicates like, hey, how the Doppler effect is like how sound doesn't move instantaneous, or things don't move instantaneous, right? And when things are in motion, things either collapse or things kind of elongate. That's a terrible explanation, but that's kind of how it is. Which is why you have like cars sounding very high when they're approaching, and then when they go by you, it starts pitching down. Or why like a light that's moving an object moving close to you in space, or just in general, is actually a little blue shifted, and then when things go away from you, they're red shifted. So you can, that idea of being able to detect like how fast something is going based off of its color is kind of the idea for Doppler radar. So like, let me see if I can pull up. There's a cool site you can go to. I don't think they use GPS tracking at all. But you can search up National Weather Service Doppler radar. And it's for free. Like, you just have access to this. And make sure they don't like they don't dox me. Okay, they don't dox me. Cool. So I'll show you how to do this. You can go to, no, that's the music production stuff.
1 second, got a text.
1 second. Yeah, so let me actually go to tab real quick. So you can do National Weather Service or NWS radar. You can go into here, and then you have access to this just general thing, right? Where you can see nationwide all the different types of like just the different types of clouds and formations that are going on. But here's a cooler thing, right? You can change to local radar, and now you're going to see all the different Doppler radar stations that exist across the nation. And let's go to Toronto, right? We can click on this one, and now you see all the data it's collecting from that local region. Now, this is not really helpful in of itself of like determining tornadoes. Like, it's cool. You have this thing called a product, and right now we're looking at a reflectivity product. So this is going to tell you how dense the clouds are. So usually when it's dense like this, like yellows and reds, that's a lot of water. And if you see any white, that means that's hail. If you want a more accurate classification, they have a hydrometeor classification you can look at. But the thing we're looking for is velocity. So this is the velocity map. And you will notice that around here where the Doppler radar, there's like a lot of noise. We don't care about here. We're looking from afar. So things that are green means that they're coming towards you very quick. They're coming towards you. And things that are red means they're going away from you. So as you can see here, if this is the radar, its physical location, all the clouds here are kind of moving towards it. And keep in mind, the greener it is, the more quickly it's moving towards you. And the redder it is, the faster it is going away from you. So you can see that it's kind of green here, and then it starts becoming gray and it becomes red. And that means that it's moving largely around here, and there's no crazy disturbance, right? You can tell if a tornado's happening somewhere by seeing any periods or any places where there's bright green right next to bright red. That means something's really fast and going away from the Doppler radar, and the other side of it's going really close to the Doppler radar very quickly. That's usually the makings for vorticities, especially if you see like a little hook thing. So if you look at a Doppler radar for whatever region you're at, you can kind of look at the velocities for different places and see like what is the potential for tornadoes just by looking off it. Like, of course, you want to trust your local meteorologist for this kind of thing, but I've been very correct at predicting the occurrence of tornadoes around my neck of the woods. And not only like the occurrence of them, but how severe they were as well. So there's a cool thing. You can look at the history of past meteorological events as well, or even like paths of tornadoes. And if we do like this a bit, you can start practicing and getting better at like kind of seeing, okay, what's going on here. And it's cool because you also get warnings. Like you can click on this region and you'll get all the different alerts, and they have like, oh, severe thunderstorm warning and special marine warning, and you can see a bit more about the classifications and the zones and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty rad. And of course, there's a bunch of other cool products you can look at. Let's switch back to reflectivity. In fact, we're going to switch away from local back to national radar. Where is a place with cool? Okay, there's something going on here. So let's check this out. Let's go to, I don't know, let's go to switch to local radar. And then I'm going to choose not one here because there's a lot of noise here. You usually want to get one that's kind of a little bit further away but still in range, so you can get some better data. Because you see there's a lot of noise nearby it. And you can see here, oh, there's some hail, which usually means that's kind of like a very bad storm. If you see hail popping up there, that's how you know that something bad can happen. And that's usually where, not always, but where there's hail, there's usually some bad storms and potential for tornadoes. Well, let's look at the productivity, right? Velocity. Okay, well, it's looking very uniformed. Like, yeah, it's moving pretty quick, but it's all moving kind of in the same direction. Maybe if I want to have more accuracy or better guesstimates, we can use a different Doppler radar and see. And it's like, all right, it seems pretty uniform, though it's there's clouds here that are moving very fast compared to these. So yeah, there's your crash course for basic meteorology. Let's look at the hydro classification, hydrometeor classification. Yeah, I have to look this up. I forgot what these were. You can look it up online. There's tables for this kind of stuff. We had tornadoes rarely pretty close to us in Toronto. Oh, really? Yeah, well, now you know. You got some cool information about meteorology, guys. You got ambushed. I gotcha. It's pretty fun, though. It's pretty fun. I like it. Yeah, even if you're in Canada, you can yoink the US's. I'm not sure if there's other countries that have their own Doppler radar service they can query online. This one seems to be much better, though. It's in my experience. It's been very nice for snooping around. All right, that's enough meteorology for today. Yep. All right, let's get back to work on this. So we fixed that bug. That bug should be fixed now. And I like my current effect for the phase shifting. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of want to have it happen to the fire as well. I'm not sure how we're gonna get that to happen since it's not a quad. It's like this whole thing. It's an actual mesh topology, an actual 3D object. So I don't know what we're gonna do with it. How we're gonna achieve and affect that with that, but whatever. This is still better than what we had before. I think. What do we have equipped right now? Yeah, I think this should be fine, honestly. That was weird. That was perfect. Like, even incorrectly perfect. Oh, this is not working. This is not working. Why is this not working? An object not set to reference. Why is that the case? Switch chip. Do we not have a chip equipped? There should be a chip. That's weird. A chip should always be equipped. What's going on, JT Cash, man? Okay, we go back here. Okay, we do this and we phase shift and we're happy because we phase shifted. Yeah, I think we're gonna add like a timer. What should I do? Should I do like a radial timer? I think I'll do that actually. We'll do like a radial timer. Yeah. We'll do a radial timer. Wouldn't it be funny if like the phase shift prevents you from collecting coins? That would suck. So I know Unity has their own thing, but I don't want to use it because you have to make like a whole canvas thing if I remember correctly last time I did it. So we're gonna make our own radial shader. And it will be fine. It will be fine. We will all be happy. And I'm gonna do this in my dev kit. This is something I want to have. Shaders. Create shader. Unlit shader. You're gonna be radial progress. That's what you're going to be called. How are we going to deal with this? So we're going to have, I think, a base image. That seems fine to me. I think I also want to have something else for okay, it's getting a little late, guys. So I'm going to have to actually, for the first time ever, I'm going to have to call stream a little early. Because again, I need to get up early tomorrow to drop someone off. So I may have to resume this later. But let me at least finish writing this. And commit the progress I have going on as well. Progress. And then within here, we're going to do some stuff. And there's no UV fog. Don't do that. We're not doing any of this dumb business. Transform text. No, we're doing this. Or maybe I should just do it. Who cares? It's not a big deal. Let me finish this. I'm like super... we're going to do UV norm. Okay, so we're gonna have to have, I don't know how we're gonna do this, honestly. We're gonna do it like, we could try doing the theta thing, the mathematical approach of it, which was terrible last time I tried doing it. But we can just try it again, and this might be the perfect scenario to try this out. We're doing like I.UV. You have the normal here. Like what I think we can do is that we can somehow map P to some kind of progress vector. Yeah, you know what we can do? Yeah, we can do that actually. It's gonna be float to, and it's gonna be sine or cosine and sine of oh yeah, we need to have a oh, we have that uniform there. Progress, because this is essentially a unit circle. So we have this, then we can do the dot product of I can't use his name, can I? I have to actually call a function. And we're going to do a dot product of the normal against progress. And then what do we do? Because actually it's more than it's not this simple, is it? Because there's a winding that we have to consider. Yeah, there's more involved in this than I realized. I'd probably have to just do the actual trigonometric way of doing it instead of doing like this vector math way of going about it. I think this is gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier doing it that way. We treat we have this math function, don't we, of like get angle or calculate angle. Yeah, I don't know. Word. Is it in my math utilities? My math GCNC file or CG Inc file. PS1 vertex, round interval, world project UV, triplanar UV, clamp, sine, cosine, 0, 1, wrap, fast sine, fast cost, closest point on line. Closest point is short distance to line. Oh, angle around X from position. That seems like what we're trying to do here. Except we're doing a 2D position, but it's kind of essentially what we're doing. Is deriving some winding position given a X and Y. Yeah. Okay, so we can just do this then. We can just plug and chug the UV coordinate values post normalization, and what is this function called? Okay, I have to actually do the thing, don't I? Come on. You know what? This is next stream. We're gonna have to do this. This is turning into something more involved than I would have expected. So I think I'll just call it here for now. Alright guys. Let's do this. Nope, wrong thing. I've been working this song, it's crazy, man. I really want to show it off, but at the same time I know that I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait for to be more progressed or more developed. So yeah, I want to go here. That's what I want to do. We're gonna run this. All right, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, not a virtual machine. I'm remoted into my other machine for testing purposes, but it is what it is. All right, actually, I'm not gonna play today. I think what we're gonna do is 1 second. No, Yujiro, get out of here. Why that clip came on? There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the stream. And once again, I gotta say, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate the company. And as always, God bless. And until next time, y'all, stay cozy. Ta-ta.